we were on about previously about the actions. So I will deal with classification of virus. It can be the nucleic acid in the virus can be a DNA or a RNA. Now first, coming to DNA virus, we will see the difference. DNA virus contains a DNA genome, RNA virus contains a RNA genome. In DNA, the replication is by DNA polymerase, and in RNA, it is by RNA dependent RNA polymerase or by reverse transcriptase, that is called retrovirus. The examples of DNA virus are herpes virus, hepatitis B virus, Epstein-Barr virus. The examples of RNA virus are rubella virus, dengue virus, hepatitis A, hepatitis C virus, HIV virus, influenza virus, and the virus which is at present, which is called COVID-19 virus. Now you can see the stages and you can see the medications which they affect. First is adsorption. This is the virus and this is the host cell. Second, if you can see the penetration, it has penetrated, it has uncoated viral DNA in the nucleus. Now I'll do 3. First, you can see at the stage of first, it is blocked by an furotype. That is in case of HIV and gamma globulins specific. In uncoating stage, it is blocked by amantadine in case of influenza A virus. Now coming to fourth stage, early transcription, that is synthesis of mRNA. Then after which early translation from mRNA, synthesis of early proteins, and sixth is DNA synthesis and late transcription. Here you can see early protein synthesis is blocked by fomiviricin for cytomegalovirus. Then nucleic acid synthesis is blocked by purines and pyrimidine analogs, which I have discussed earlier, and reverse transcriptase inhibitors. Late protein synthesis and processing is blocked by methiazone and protease inhibitors. And coming to late translation, that is synthesis of DNA and late mRNA to synthesis of late proteins and condensation, transfer of capsid proteins to nucleus, then assembly and release. You can see it is packaging and assembling is blocked by rifampicin. Viral release is blocked by neuraminidase inhibitors in case of influenza, which I have detailed. Now, antiviral drugs, they can be classified depending on, we take a different headings based on mechanism. Inhibitors of attachment, as I have told you, in furotype, inhibitors of uncoating, amantadine, inhibitors of reverse transcriptase, zidovudine, nucleic acid synthesis inhibitors, hydroxyuridine, inhibition of release of progeny virus, oseltamivir. Oseltamivir is very frequently given in case of COVID-19 infections. Others, they are thinking of interferons, globulins, monoclonal antibodies. Then based on the type of virus against which active, here you can see it better. For anti-herpes virus, it is hydroxyuridine, trifluoridine, acyclovir, valcyclovir, PEMC cyclovir, Genci cyclovir, Valgamis cyclovir, Cidofovir, Forcenet and Foviviricin. Coming to anti-influenza virus, which the whole world is focusing on. It is oseltamivir, zanamivir, amantadine and rimantadine. Out of these 4 drugs, oseltamivir is the one drug which people are thinking as one of the treatments of COVID-19. Coming to anti-hepatitis virus or non-selective antiviral drugs, primarily for hepatitis B, lamivudine, adifovir, tenofovir. For hepatitis C, ribavirin and interferon alpha. Coming to antiretroviral drugs are for HIV. They are nucleoside reverse transcriptase inhibitors, and the drugs are zidovudine, didenosine, stavudine, lamivudine, abicavir, tenofovir. Then NNRTIs, efavirenz, nevirapine. Then coming to protease inhibitors, ritonavir. All the drugs will have navir as suffix, sequinavir, lopinavir, and entry of fusion inhibitors and curetide CCR5 receptor inhibitors, through which it makes a connection with the host, that is meraviro, and integrase inhibitor raltegravir. Then again the same slide, depending upon which is affecting the pathology, if it is a herpes virus, influenza virus, hepatitis virus and other viral agents. Cycle one one should know it is attachment, then penetration, uncoating, early protein synthesis. Now you can see, as attachment and penetration, it is inhibited by entry inhibitors, then palivizumab, then penetration is inhibited by interferons alpha, uncoating, amantadine and rimantadine in case of influenza. Now nucleic acid synthesis, you can see NRTIs and NRTIs, and also you can see in case of herpes, acyclovir, Forcenet, protein synthesis, it is protease inhibitors, and packaging, it is neuroinhibitase inhibitor, that is oseltamivir and zanamivir. Same slide. Now coming to the cycle of a DNA virus. First, this is a virus which has attached, and when it is attached, it engulfs into the host cell and it transfers DNA to the host cell. After the viral DNA, it is first transcription into viral mRNA, and after which there is protein synthesis by host cells. First they are structural proteins, followed by viral enzymes and regulatory proteins. Then viral DNA gives rise to translation synthesis of viral DNA, inhibitor of viral DNA polymerase, that is acyclovir, viduramine, forcenet, ganciclovir, and after which there is assembly of viron, and then there is release of the virus. Coming to replicative cycle of influenza in RNA virus, it's the coronavirus is also a type of influenza virus. It is having all SARI. What is SARI? Severe acute respiratory infection, cough, dry cough, breathlessness, fever. Structure, this is H1N1 influenza virus. So you can see this virus is binding to the cell surface by the hemagglutinin. There is endocytosis, then there is endosome. Due to the M2 protein, there is an influx of H ions. After H ions infuse, there is uncoating, hemagglutinin fusion occurs, and after uncoating, M2, which is actually inhibited by amantadine and rimantadine. This virus takes over the nucleus of the host cell. Then by the means of reverse this RNA polymerase, it gives rise to cRNA, RNA polymerase, and again the The second step is RNA polymerase gives rise to mRNA and leads to formation of structural and non-structural proteins. Both of them they combine, and when they combine they form intracellular transporter and assembly, and this is inhibited by zanamivir and oseltamivir. Oseltamivir is now being given in patients who are infected with coronavirus. It inhibits the release of these viruses. So this is the stage where oseltamivir is affecting. This is something what we have discussed. Same, this diagram has been taken from K.K. Sharma. Now coming to acyclovir. Acyclovir is an acyclic synthetic guanine nucleoside analog. It is mostly taken up by virus infected cells and has low toxicity for host cells. Acyclovir, what it does, that it infects the viral cells, the infected viral cells much more than the healthy host cells. Acyclovir, it is herpes specific thymidine kinase. It gets converted to monophosphate using host kinase, gets converted to triphosphate, and it is incorporated into growing DNA chain, and as it is a simulation of the normal type of the nucleic acid activity, because it is mistakenly taken by host kinase. It is not the same thing. It is a camouflage. What I would tell you, acyclovir triphosphate, when it incorporating into the growing DNA chain, because it is not the actual thing. So there is inhibition of herpes virus DNA polymerase. Herpes simplex virus or varicella zoster virus alteration in either. Why there is resistance? There is resistance at two levels: viral thymidine kinase or DNA polymerase. There is a resistance, and this resistance is also shared by members of the other groups like acyclovir, famciclovir, and ganciclovir. Agents such as fosanet, cidofovir, and trifluridine do not require activation by viral thymidine kinase as acyclovir and does have preserved activity. The thing is that when these drugs are not acting, we can try fosanet, cidofovir, and trifluridine in people who are not getting better with acyclovir and its cognates, and does preserved activity against the most prevalent acyclovir resistant strains. Now coming to pharmacokinetics, it is only 20% of oral dose is absorbed. Less plasma protein bound, primarily excreted unchanged in urine both by glomerular filtration and tubular secretion. It accumulates in patients with renal failure. Its plasma half-life is 2 to 3 hours. Then these are the indication of acyclovir: genital herpes simplex, primary disease, recurrent disease, then mucocutaneous herpes simplex encephalitis, then herpes simplex keratitis, herpes zoster chickenpox. What are the adverse effects? If given topically, it causes stinging and burning sensation after each application. Oral, it causes headache, nausea, malaise. Intravenous, rashes, sweating. Dose dependent decrease in GFR. Route of administration, it can be IV, oral and topical, excreted by kidneys, glomerular filtration and tubular secretion. Adverse effects are generally well tolerated, but I have told can have nausea, diarrhea, headache, and on intravenous renal insufficiency or neuro. And Again, I will tell you about Epstein-Barr virus, cytomegalovirus, Bell's palsy, herpes simplex virus, varicella zoster virus it affects. Coming to valcyclover, it's actually an ester prodrug of acyclover, but it is having improved oral bioavailability due to active transport by peptide transporters in the intestine and drug of choice in herpes zoster. High dose can cause gastrointestinal problems and thrombocytopenia purpura in patients with AIDS. Famciclovir is again a ester prodrug of penciclovir, used and alternate to acyclovir for genital or orolabial herpes and herpes zoster. Side effects are headache, nausea, loose motions, itching, rashes and mental confusion. As I have told you again, valcyclovir converted to acyclovir after oral administration, achieving serum levels 3 to 5 times. The bioavailability of oral is 20%. So here valcyclovir it reaches 3 to 5 times greater than those achieved with oral acyclovir. Then ganciclovir is a acyclic guanosine analog. It is active against cytomegalovirus 100 times greater than that of acyclovir. Adverse reactions are myelosuppression, particularly neutropenia. Coming to trifluoridine, trifluorothymidine, it is a fluorinated pyridine nucleoside. It is active against herpes simplex virus 1, 2, vaccinia and adenovirus. Incorporation of trifluoridine triphosphate into both viral and cellular DNA prevents its systemic use. It is similar to acyclovir, become monophosphate, diphosphate and triphosphate and disturbs the translation and transcription by the virus. It is a therapeutic agent for keratoconjunctivitis, recurrent epithelial keratitis due to HSV1, HSV2. And topical application alone or in combination with interferon alpha has been used successfully in treatment of acyclovir resistant herpes simplex infection. Coming to vidarabine, it's an adenosine analog active against herpes simplex virus, varicella zoster virus. It is phosphorylated intracellular by high host enzyme to form ATP incorporated into both viral and cellular DNA, rapidly metabolized to hypoxanthine arabinocyte. Instability and toxicity limits its clinical utility, but it is having therapeutic effects on acute keratoconjunctivitis, superficial keratitis and recurrent epithelial keratitis due to HSV1 and HSV2.